Graywash is a small town in northern Washington state. It is a place where the cold never ends, where the wind blows, as if someone has taken its soul. On the edge of town is an old cemetery, which people have remembered for years as Graywash Cemetery. There is a strange silence here. The silence is as if something is alive under the ground and is listening with bated breath. Erin Miller, a 27-year-old American girl who used to make documentaries on spooky places, came to Graywash. She had heard that a group called the Silent Brothers were buried here, for half-brothers, whose souls did not separate even after death. People said that anyone who went to their graves could hear a strange whisper, as if men were talking very quietly together. Erin picked up the camera, took a deep breath, and pushed the large iron gate of the cemetery. The gate creaked open, its sound echoing in the silent atmosphere of the cemetery, like someone had shouted. As she entered, a cold breeze touched her face, a chill that seemed not of the weather but of another world. Erin turned on the recording. Graywash Cemetery at 9 o'clock at night. I came here to find out the truth about the Silent Brothers. There were countless graves in the cemetery, but one row stood out. 4 graves, identical marble slabs, identical dates, identical large black letters on all. The Silent Brothers, united in life, bound in death. As Erin moved forward, the wind suddenly stopped. The tree branches, which had been rustling gently a few moments earlier, became completely still, as if the entire atmosphere was watching her presence. Erin tilted the camera closer to the first grave. It was David, the eldest brother. As she spoke, she felt someone standing behind her. She turned around and saw no one. She turned back towards the graves in panic, and another terrible thing happened. The graves were slightly damp, as if someone had just sprinkled water on them, or sweat was coming out of the ground. Suddenly, she heard that voice for the first time, a whisper, but not one man's, but 4. She took off her headphones and put them back on. The voice was clear. 4 different voices at the same time, at the same frequency, as if someone was reading something in a very old language. "Do you hear us?" Erin's heart pounded. "I think there's a sound coming." She took a step back, but her feet felt like they were sinking into the ground, as if the grass had caught her shoes. Suddenly, the wind picked up. The branches of the trees began to shake violently, but the sound had grown from a whisper to a sharp breath. Then the ground trembled slightly. Alan held the camera tightly in his ragged breast and focused on the plaque above the grave. The plaque started to shake. Erin's hands trembled. "Oh my God, this is coming into the camera. How is this possible?" Then suddenly a long shadow appeared between the graves. No face, no features, just black smoke like a human, which was rising up on its own. And then 3 more shadows emerged from behind this shadow. 4 shadows, 4 brothers, the Silent Brothers. Erin froze in place. He tried to run, but his feet sank again, as if the ground were pulling him. The 4 shadows slowly moved towards him, and in an instant, all sound stopped. Complete silence, so deep that Erin couldn't even hear her own heartbeat. Then came the first whisper. "Why did you wake us?" Erin replied tremblingly. "I just wanted to record the truth." The second voice came. "The truth is never free." The third voice. "He who hears us becomes silent like us." The fourth voice. "There were always 4 of us, and now we need a 5th. Erin's eyes widened. No, I didn't do anything. I just didn't finish what he said." A shadow wrapped itself around him. Its voice caught in his throat, as if someone had strangled him. Suddenly, he saw the ground exploding, as if someone had pushed from inside. A long crack formed between the 4 graves, and the most horrible sound came from inside, a mixed sound of human bones breaking and soil melting. Erin made a last-ditch effort, pulled her feet hard, and somehow got out. She started running towards the cemetery gate. Her camera was swinging against her shoulder. Recording was on. Every sound was being captured by the camera. Behind her, the 4 shadows were floating above the ground. There was no light within their being, only an extremely deep darkness, which swallowed everything. Erin was running half crazy, but the cemetery seemed so long that it would never end. The gate was far, very far, as if it was moving backwards with each step. Suddenly, a shadow whispered behind her, so close that she felt its warm breath on her neck. "Shut up, as we are." Erin tried to scream, but no sound came out. Her throat was completely closed, as if someone had snatched her voice away. She fell. She dragged her hand forward. The gate was a few feet away. She had only gotten up. She might have been able to get out, but the ground suddenly shook violently, and the graves began to crack open from behind. The dirt jumped up, the dust of human bones mixed with the cold wind to form a strange fog. All 4 shadows were now right above her. The first voice silenced the second. "Our gift," the third. "Our revenge," the fourth. Our new brother Erin's eyes opened for the last time. Then his eyelids fluttered, and everything went black. The next morning, the police found Aaron's camera in front of the cemetery gate. The camera only recorded the last 15 seconds, Aaron's hand moving toward the camera. Then, for different whispers, "We are 5 now." Aaron's body was never found. There is now a 5th grave next to the old graves, just like the other 4. And surprisingly, there is no name written on this grave. Only 2 words, "The Silent Sister." And since then, whispers have been heard in Graywash Cemetery, not of 4, but of 5.